AMs in my bank account, yeah, 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 in my bank account. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down, yeah, ready to gun you down, yeah, ready to gun you down, yeah, ready to gun you down. What's up? We are back. Solos Podcast. We back in the building. It is almost 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 26th. Here with my man, Dabo, aka Jordan, with the sad
We
face.
back. We back.
You good, man? You good?
It's been two. I don't even know how long it's been.
It's been like a 2 month hiatus. Y'all know we go on these. We go
2 months. I felt
yeah, because like my last upload was in May.
True.
Been a while.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on the last one. Was I? No.
That was like one of Zabo's tank top episodes. No, that was NSFW.
Was he on the Henny? He was off the Henny.
Oh no, you wasn't on the last one.
No, was it?
Yeah, what, episode 27?
Probably was.
Was you?
I might have been off the Henny then.
Anyway. How was you, big fella?
Guard. Oh man, oh no, you tripping. That man's funny. That part.
Hilarious. I don't know why he in movies yet, nothing like that.
I mean, he's fun.
Yeah, we gotta see what he does outside of his Instagram video.
But yeah. Anyway.
But hey, that's all you need nowadays, though. You just get you some Instagram videos, get you some sponsors.
Is that really how it works? I never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was reading up on like how like girls who like twerk on Vine, they be like making money.
You be watching that, don't you?
No.
Yeah. So, PSA, PJ watch twerk videos. Instagram, Vine, Twitter. He stops on Twitter to look at him.
Hey man, please, don't put me out there.
But you from Georgia, so he'd probably do that on the regular.
Do what on the regular?
Twerk. No.
Who?
Oh, maybe not.
Who?
Maybe not. Maybe not. I thought they did. I thought that's how y'all got down.
Ooh.
Over yonder.
Over yonder, man. You in Texas? You got like Texas ain't country.
Actually, we not. That's actually a false statement. People assume we are, but we're actually not. It's like little California over here.
Texas is little California.
Like little California, literally. Well, I'm not.
Is California as hot as Texas?
It's about the same.
Can you cook egg on the California sidewalk?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could cook eggs like the whole south of the United States.
You can have a whole cookout.
Like I saw a video. This guy had eggs in a pot, put it on the sidewalk. It was sizzling.
I believe it. I think it was like close to 100 today. Or was it? It might have been.
It was only 93 today, and it was a nice breeze. So like I went out and worked out in the field, and I'm like, man, this ain't too bad because I worked out on 4th of July.
Yeah, it was almost 100 today.
4th of July, I'm running sprints.
It's 101 Thursday, 103 Friday, 102 Saturday, 100 Sunday.
Too hot.
Yeah, what this? It's average. I think we just used to it now.
I have not been to the pool all summer either.
Do you really want to go to the pool? You can get blacker.
I mean, I'm already black as it is.
Exactly. So can you afford to get any blacker?
But no. Once I come back, once I get inside from being outside a while, I start regressing back to my natural shade.
Black. That's your natural shade, black. You just
50 Shades of Black.
I heard black isn't even actually black. Like it's like dark gray.
Black like, is the absence of light.
No, but that's what I saw. It was somewhere where they were talking about black isn't like black. It's like it's I don't know. It was a weird article. It was kind of explaining.
It's like burgundy.
No, it was I don't know. It was a weird article. It was explaining how, and now they got a new black and everything, and apparently that can like it's weird. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world. At least from what I'm saying.
Have you heard they're trying to put microchips in your hand so you can just boop and you're in?
I better be unconscious. That's all I know.
Like it's like what
I better be unconscious. It ain't happening. Not to me.
Like, what company's going to
How do they inject it?
They're going to give their employees microchips to put in their hands so they don't have to scan a tag or like whatever. I'm like,
do they like inject it through a needle or?
Got to ask them because
that'd be interesting. Well, it ain't happening to me, so we ain't gonna find out. We definitely not gonna find out because it ain't happening to me. I ain't for that.
Never, ever.
Anyways, what's the first? What we got first? Football. Back with football.
Football. Training camp is here. Teams are reporting the training camp now. And a recent study just came out today. I saw this while I was working out. The irony. What it say? Out of like all the donated brains that out of all the brains that were donated to research from recent football players, what 90%, 99% has CTE except for one.
I can't believe it.
And 3 out of 14 high school players.
That's easy to believe. I see concussions a lot with high school players these days. Like it's super common.
Right. And it's probably from being I mean you can't just blame it on one thing. Football is just a violent sport. And
I've never had a concussion from basketball. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's football and soccer. Not even hockey that much. And you would think hockey. You would think
I've never really heard of concussions too much I've definitely heard in hockey. I haven't heard it too much in basketball or soccer.
Football and hockey. I think after football, soccer is like the second. It's the second. And people don't hear about it. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know. Maybe overseas it's a big thing. It's of course it's a big thing, but like as far as injuries, I don't know. I never really hear about that. I always hear about lower body injuries or,
right.
I don't really hear about nothing above the waist. But hockey, it's pretty frequent.
I mean, I must say I may be wrong. So don't.
But as far as only finding one brain out of like 114, I'm not surprised. Football.
Granted, these are like, but these are players that have died recently. So these are like players from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, 80s.
Well, first, I don't think you necessarily have to have them because I've seen people's heads bounce off, turf and grass.
And they're fine.
Growing up playing football, and it's just like sometimes they just don't have a concussion, but clearly that has an effect down the line the more it keeps happening. Some people don't have, concussions like that, but I think every football player has at least one. I don't know if you've ever had one.
I don't think I've ever had a legit concussion. Like every football player's had their bell rung, where like their head's hurting for a little bit, just because.
If your bell rung is probably that's something. You gotta consider that's something.
Right. Like a concussion is if like your head hurts. Be a slight headache at first, but then your eyes are sensitive to light, like you're like really wobbly, can't really move around like that. If you get your bell wrong, it's just that your head hurts. Like you're not sensitive to light. You can still play, you can still go on, but it's just like it's just an aching head.
You know what? I may have had a concussion. I don't. I've had so many migraines and stuff like that. It's kind of like I don't know. I mean, playing football, I don't really get
Honestly,
hit in the head that much unless I land on my in a position to where my head kind of bounces, and that's rarely ever happened. But football, it's almost unavoidable. You gonna feel something. Like even getting your bell rung, it's something because it's a hit to your head.
yeah,
Any
like
impactful hit to the head, it'll be something down the line. Y'all's lifespans
yeah.
are pretty much. Yeah, I don't see too many football players really living past 50 or 60, to be honest.
I mean, the old ones are still living. Obviously, like you still see them. Like Lou Holtz. Why do Lou Holtz come to mind of old football players?
Yeah, you see him, but you also starting to see, they just starting to drop like fly. It may not even be from honestly concussions that they're dying, but you start to see college football. A guy just died, matter of fact, I think like last week from I want to say I don't remember what it was. He just passed out in the field, but training for football is it's all intense and it all can
Yeah,
be pretty deadly, honestly, especially 2-a-days. Once you get to 2-a-days, is Jesus,
who they did a joke, boy.
Jesus,
And
2-a-days is a killer.
like our state has cut down on 2 days. Like my freshman and sophomore year, we would go like a whole week of 2 days. Like Wednesday being just a 1 in the morning. Be like Monday, you on the field, 8 o'clock. Get off about 11:30. Go home, eat, come back about 6 o'clock. Go to about 8:30. Late
I mean,
nights every morning, getting all the
that's
sleep you
not that's
can.
not that's not too bad. In Texas, football it's basically a religion. So I don't think they may have cut back on how they do 2-a-days, but it's still
I mean,
ultra
they've
intense.
had
It,
they
it's
have to.
it's ultra
Like
intense.
that's whoo boy, and like it get humid, it get hot in Georgia. I can't imagine that Texas heat, boy.
Imagine doing 2-a-days, like you said. Just imagine that schedule happening in Texas. That's brutal because the sun it doesn't get below 100 till about 8-9 o'clock. You talk about it's 100 for basically from anywhere from maybe 11 or noon to about 9. It'll be 85 by the time you wake up. I
Yeah,
mean,
see,
that's it.
see
It's
players who go play in Texas that's coming from other states, boy. Like some dude from New Jersey would go play in Texas. I'm like,
I mean, and honestly, in Texas, if you play in Texas and you make it, and you, a lot of times you're gonna be good. It's what they do out here. I know
yeah,
football's big in Georgia, but you know what? We not whatever, whatever. I mean, it's religion down here. They just keep.
who else from Texas?
Um,
Oops. Oh,
I
mm.
mean, we haven't been too. I mean, as far as UT goes, they haven't been too good. We do churn out the quarterbacks though. I
Oh,
can say that.
Colt McCoy. Yeah.
What's wrong? Hey, Colt McCoy. Hey,
Hey, he's still playing. He's still playing. He's still in the roster. I give it to him.
he's a legend in Austin. You can't even slander the man.
He a legend at the bank. That's all that matters.
I mean, he was all right in Washington. He was.
Him, Charlie Whitehurst, Dan Orlovsky, legend at the bank. That's all you need.
I feel like Dan Orlovsky, he's been around the league since like 1919.
This man he really just got another job over Kaepernick.
Cap can't throw.
Huh?
He can't throw.
Who can't throw?
Cap.
Chill out.
I mean,
Chill out. Chill out.
Cap can't. I mean, I hate to call I hate to say that, but just looking at him he can't throw.
Bro,
He
they
regressed.
signed Austin Davis over Colin Kaepernick. Dan Orlovsky was retired. Dan Orlovsky was retired.
Do you know the comparison they made for Cap?
For me.
They called Cap basically a more athletic version of Tim Tebow. He's a glorified Tim Tebow.
Nothing.
He's not Tim Tebow exactly. He's a little better thrower, but
you're not gonna slander Cap and Tebow in the same light.
After last year,
that's what we're not gonna do.
After last year, it's kind of one of those things where
you're not gonna do that.
He was kind of okay. I'm not gonna say that. We'll just say.
Yeah.
He was bad though. He was bad.
I want to hear.
He deserves another shot, of course. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl a few years ago. He was quarterback.
No, he has to cut his hair. He needs to cut his hair.
You know, that was the dumbest comment I'd ever thought somebody could make. I really was like, of all people.
But no, like I understand where Vic was coming from with that because that's what he did.
He was killing dogs.
Once he went to jail, he came out with them cornrows gone. That man had the straight cut. That man came out.
If you go to prison, typically they're going to say, you know, or the advice they're going to give you is, you know, it may be in your best interest to cut your hair. Doesn't mean it works. This is football, and he hasn't even been to prison. Pretty much an upstanding citizen. And you're telling him to cut his hair because it's hindering his football career when he's trying to basically be who he is. That's what it is. He made his choice anyway. Cap already said, you know, pretty much that, you know, he'll choose defending what he believes over the NFL. So there's that. But does he deserve it? He deserves another shot, but he's not. People just got to call it what it is. He's not all that great.
Nobody's saying he's great, but he's worthy of like a backup position. But we can't have backups getting the spotlight, and I understand that. I mean, of course you don't want backups getting the spotlight.
I don't really think the spotlight should. This is my stance on it. It'd be different if he was getting the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. It's the media spinning it into something negative. Really, he's not doing anything negative.
No.
So it's kind of like it is what it is.
Like, because you got all these other athletes, they got all these charitable donations, all these organizations to helping like 6 kids and all that. And I mean, Cap is doing the same thing. Pretty much.
That's why I said you can't really call what he does, you know, just being negative attention. I mean, I get it. It's a distraction. You can get tired of it. But I'd rather a player be in the paper for doing something good than, you know, being in the news for beating a woman or murdering somebody or, you know, sexually assaulting somebody.
Yeah, as black people, we only want to make money off. We only want to make money off them, or we want to ridicule them, or we just want to beat them.
I mean, it happened, but Michael Vick was way. I'm not gonna say he was way out. I was just disappointed by the comments because him of all people, I would think should. Maybe not. Sometimes.
I mean, it's Mike Vick, and I mean, it's just dogs. Like I understand you love animals rights, all that jazz, but it's just dogs.
I mean,
I'm not saying he loves animals. I'm saying people in general, people love animals. and like, but they sent the man to jail for 2 years.
I mean,
Plaxico Burress shot himself. The man shot himself.
okay,
That's not
it
bad enough.
how
He
much?
go to jail.
How long did he go to jail? A couple months.
He go to jail for about a year.
Okay, so he did a year. But if you shoot yourself in public, you're kind of an endangerment to yourself because his gun went off.
Yeah, but if it wasn't Plaxico Burress, you think they would put that man in jail?
Yes, for being a dumbass. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you might have a point on that one. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, you might have a point. But still,
We gonna have a bunch of cheddar bobs running that don't know how to put the safety on their guns.
Did Cheddar Bob go to jail? No.
Unfortunately, there were no cops around or present. So
they were on the way.
And it's a movie, so
it don't matter. Movies reflect life.
Cheddar Bob shooting himself, Plaxico was just a dumbass. Mike Vick was a dumbass with the whole dog fighting thing. Aaron Hernandez. Why are these athletes so dumb? That's my question. Why are they so dumb in these situations?
I don't know, but let's move on because we didn't spend a whole bunch of time. Okay. In other news, I know Jerry Jones is just feeling great right now.
Is he?
Always gonna feel great. He's rich and he owns the Cowboys. He's always gonna feel great.
True.
But okay, so Lucky Whitehead, fast little slot receiver for the Cowboys. Pretty all right. He's an all right player. But
he's pretty good.
Okay, so first of all, what happened? First of all, then they steal his identity.
Basically, I guess it was a case of mistaken identity.
No.
I guess.
From the beginning. No, from the beginning.
Oh, from the beginning.
Yes. So what? His girlfriend left him, stole his dog, and then some sorry rappers wanted 20,000.
Was holding it for ransom, basically.
20,000.
They said it was payment for what he paid for the dog. So basically, he was asking for the money he paid for the dog. I didn't know what that was worth.
Dog boy, I don't care how much money I got. You can keep that dog. I
really didn't know a dog was worth 20,000.
Bro. All I can do is 20 G's.
I mean, he paid. I don't think he ended up paying it, but he got his dog back. Obviously, wasn't there something else after that?
Before the robbery, or before whatever it was. I just feel so bad for this man. First of all, his name is Lucky.
He's having the most unluckiest week. A couple of days.
Unluckiest month. So so if that's not bad enough, they hold your dog for ransom. This man, they arrest him on what? What they arrest him for? Was it armed robbery?
It was robbery, basically. Yeah, it was basically robbery or a mistake. It
was robbery. Oh, it was shoplifting.
Petty.
Hold on, it was the shoplifting. So they're gonna fire the man for shoplifting.
Let me just say something about that. First of all, they gonna find us if you shoplifted and you black. You better believe they're gonna try to find you. I was getting strange looks in Dillard's, and I had money. You think they ain't gonna try to come after somebody for shoplifting? Now the whole mistaken identity thing, that could have went. I don't know about that one, but
yes, because all black people with dreads look alike.
Apparently, but I was just kind of mad that he got dropped, like how he got cut from the Cowboys. I get it, you don't want the distractions, but it's just kind of like.
like a sack of flies.
Couldn't you just kind of wait to see what would happen, before you just cut the guy? But at the end of the day, it's Jerry Jones, it's his team. This is how he wants to run his team.
Ain't no take that itch to trial. Ain't none of that.
I mean, mistaken identity, and then because you basically you get arrested by the cops, you lose your job, and then come to find out you're innocent. Like that sucks.
Yeah. He interviewed with the Dallas Morning News, and he was saying that the Cowboys pretty much called him a liar. Well, ain't that? Ain't he been with the team for what, like 3 years now?
Yeah.
Man, they go. Well, I tell you, ain't that something? You been at your one job for about 3 years, you get arrested. They're like, we don't believe you. Then fire, like, man. Whew.
I mean, it. I mean, I felt bad for him, but I ain't gonna bash Jerry Jones and say I get why after dealing with Ezekiel Elliott, you don't want distraction. You want to cut down on that. Last thing you need is all your players, in situations with the cops. So I get it. It was just kind of sad, I guess.
Yeah, it is sad. And then sheesh, feel bad for him. And like I mean, he would, if it was Dez Bryant, they're not gonna cut him that easy. But
Dez Bryant would have been, first of all, Dez Bryant would have been suspended because he's already had some run-ins. So
on the spot. But
he would have been suspended.
Yeah, but like they already got Cole Beasley, and they just drafted Ryan Switzer. So like Lucky Whitehead was expendable for them because they had other options too.
Well, this is my other question going off of what happened with Lucky Whitehead. Apparently, Ezekiel Elliott is going to be, or basically they're expecting him to be suspended, even though he wasn't charged or anything. How did you feel about Ezekiel Elliott possibly being suspended, even though he wasn't charged with dropped? Because the woman was basically setting him up.
I was flabbergasted, completely outraged. Because how you going to suspend the man on allegations? That's like some elementary school.
Well, I was watching. Was it was on ESPN, and Louis Riddick and Josina Anderson, they were talking about it, and it was basically just kind of a where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's about preventing yourself from being in a situation by changing who you're around and things like that could have possibly prevented this. You having a certain type of woman around and things like that, which I didn't get at first, but then I was just kind of like, I get the whole where there's smoke, there's fire.
But man, you don't know people, man. You don't know people. Like you could be like dudes that go to the league. They grew up with their friends and family ever since they were born. Once they get money, leeching, taking their money, cars, getting whatever they want. You don't know people, man. Just like all these athletes, they like got all these people in their face, asking them for stuff, trying to be with them, take advantage of them, what have you. Like Zeke, he probably just, who knows? He might have just grabbed her, or he probably just grabbed her saying like, "Let's go" or something. It might not have been like in any violent type of manner.
I mean, I get that, but I guess it's more about staying out of those like.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of times, teams would prefer you athletes have to be at being around women, going out to the nightclubs and stuff. A lot of teams would just prefer them not to. So I guess this is just them saying, "Hey, this stuff can happen to you if you keep hanging out with these people and going to these places and stuff like that." I guess they're basically trying to get him under the code of conduct if that makes sense. That's basically how it came across to me. They're trying to suspend him for, basically how they think he should be carried, which I still think is wrong because he's innocent. He was being set up. The text messages that came out showed that. So I think he should be able to. I don't know. A lot of people feel some type of way about it. I've seen different reactions to the story, so it's kind of an interesting thing to think about.
That's the thing. What's the point of an investigation that proves me innocent if I'm gonna get suspended anyway? You might as well not even investigate. Just give me a suspension.
Well, basically, they were talking about just protecting the shield and the image of the shield, basically, and that's all I hear all the time. But then it's like, what about the player?
That's the NFL, the corporation of the NFL is just so like they just don't know. Like, man, like of course it's football, but these are people. It's still a job. People gonna go out and do what they want. Stuff happens. You can't paint a pretty picture over the NFL anymore. Everybody knows your dirty secrets, and they're still trying to paint this picture. And why? Just let it. It's 2017. You can put it all out there. Like it took them so long to connect the link between CTE and football. First of all, why are we waiting on the NFL to do that? Why couldn't just like Dr. James Andrews come out and say that?
I mean, they wanted to keep it under wraps for the longest. The NFL did. Like I said, it's about protecting
the
shield and everything. So they're going to do everything possible to protect the brand because that's what's most important. At the end of the day, the players are like pawns. That's why you have unguaranteed contracts because the players aren't worth that much.
Yeah, because there's so many spots in football, and
exactly.
like
next man up.
Yeah, it's always the next man up attitude. Like they just need to they need a way better union. Like just like Chris Sims was saying on his podcast, it just takes one player. Like in basketball, it took one player to like say, I want my contract guaranteed, all guaranteed. And like now all the NBA players getting these contracts, they're all guaranteed. See, like it's going to be way more harder for NFL players to, win an argument of having, fully guaranteed contract. I don't think that's ever going to happen because nobody wants to invest, over $100 million into a guy, and then, next season, God forbid, he has, a horrific injury. And now you're tied up with money in. So I can see it from both sides, but I'm a ruling in favor of the players because at the end of the day, they're the ones out there putting on, the show, performing, putting their bodies on the line, and making these owners money. At the end of the day, it's all a business, and the NFL's gonna look out for itself. It doesn't care about these players. America don't care about these players.
Sad, but yeah, true.
Next. Next.
Oh man.
Kyrie, man, we the NBA, man. What's going on in Cleveland?
What isn't going on in Cleveland is a better question. That's probably the best question right now.
It's a bunch of turnover. They got a new GM. Even though LeBron's still the GM, Kyrie he don't follow LeBron on Instagram, which really don't matter. But
I mean, they're gonna turn that into something. I don't really consider that to be a whole huge deal, but they're gonna turn it into something. But basically, Kyrie has asked for a trade. Tired of being in LeBron's shadow.
That shadow got you a ring, sir.
Yeah, it did. But he wants his. That's been no secret. People got to remember when Kyrie, first of all, Kyrie re-signed with the Cavaliers. He was within the mindset that this was going to be his team. Had they been losing, yes, but he was going to be the guy, and hoping to be able to help turn that franchise around. Then lo and behold, LeBron says, "I'm coming home." And Kyrie kind of was, I don't want to say blindsided, but might have been blindsided. But he's always reiterated, he wanted to have his own team, be the guy, and I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised at the storylines and how this whole thing is unfolded. I'm not necessarily surprised by Kyrie, coming down and saying, I want to be traded somewhere. He wants a fresh start to be able to lead a team. My only thing with that is he won't necessarily be the guy on any of the teams he's asking or he's talking about, at the top on his list of being traded to. In New York, he wouldn't be the guy. In Minnesota, he definitely wouldn't be the guy.
Oh.
In San Antonio, he wouldn't be the guy.
Oh.
So
maybe
in Miami, he would.
Oh.
Miami would have to give up Dragic, so he'd be the guy in Miami.
And what's Dragic?
But it's at the end of the day, do I think he gets moved? I think at this point it's kind of moved to the point of no return. So I fully expect Kyrie to get moved. For who? I don't know.
Man, if he goes to Minnesota, that would be a dream.
I can't imagine what Minnesota can get back.
They would have to give up LaVine.
LaVine's gone.
Oh.
Because of Butler. They got Butler.
Yeah, you see how much I pay attention to the NBA, right?
He's gone. I mean,
yeah.
This is the thing about trading in the NBA for stars at this point when you're talking about a championship team. Cavaliers are in a position that, not many teams have to deal with. And I was having, this discussion with a couple of guys from, STF. And, one of the trades, they thought about were Melo, Courtney Lee, Kyle Quinn, and a draft pick for Kyrie Irving and one of their, bad contracts. It's cool. It's cool for a year, but my question is, what do they do after? Because you're basically going all in for 1 year. Your team currently constructed is not going to beat Golden State. So what move can you make to beat Golden State? Well, realistically, there is no move that they can make. So them trading for Melo is almost like saying, we just want to do enough just to stay atop the East. Well, Cavs kind of have to protect themselves and, prepare for the future because LeBron, in most people's minds, he's leaving. He's leaving. So you basically give away the guy that you were going to build a franchise around for when LeBron leaves for Carmelo, who's 34 and on 33, 34 the last year of his deal. Courtney Lee, who's, a decent player. Kyle Quinn, and a draft pick that may not even be worth much. And you're stuck with nothing. LeBron can come out the East with whatever you give him. I say they trade Kyrie for some young pieces. Wherever they want to trade him, get a third team involved and just see what happens. But I don't know about just trading them straight up for, for Melo, and I don't know about that stuff. It sounds nice, but, it's really about what Dan Gilbert, I think, wants to do. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, and what does Dan Gilbert want to do?
Honestly, I think I would like to think. I don't know, because the relationship between Dan Gilbert and LeBron isn't all that great. So he may just say, screw what LeBron wants.
I think LeBron is still calling the shots still. Like you're not getting anybody that LeBron doesn't like.
I don't know if LeBron's calling all the shots, because if he was calling all the shots, David Griffin would still be the GM.
Yeah, of course not all the shots, obviously. But he still has Has he lost some of his pull since Griffin is gone? Because I would think Griffin was like his to like get stuff in.
He's lost it from the standpoint of Griffin was kind of able to mediate everything. So if LeBron wanted something to happen, Griffin could kind of rationalize it to the owner, basically. And because LeBron and they don't have, like I said, they don't have the best relationship. So I think Griffin was just kind of that mediator piece. And now that he's gone, there's gonna be a lot of bumping, pushback. But I don't want to say he's lost all his pool as far as like the decision making, but maybe it might start to seem that way. It may start.
Who's this Altman guy, and what is he going to do for the Cavaliers?
Honestly, I don't want to say he's a virtual unknown, but if you don't pay attention to basketball like that, or even pay attention to moves that are made like that concerning GMs, then you probably wouldn't know or care to know who he is. But as far as what he can do for the Cavaliers are just in a tough situation. Their cap is tied up. You got to deal with LeBron, possibly opting out, which most people think he will. Kyrie Irving being disgruntled, wanting out. Then you got to figure out what to do with Kevin Love. You got to figure out what to do with Tristan Thompson. You got to figure out what to do with all those, bad contracts that you gave out. So it's not really ideal. And Chauncey Billups was actually on ESPN earlier talking about, a reason he turned down, or the reasons he turned down the Cavaliers job was because, they have limited assets to really work with. So Cavaliers are kind of they're in a real tight spot. It'll be interesting to see, how this whole thing unfolds. But it's just crazy to see how it's gone from, the championship glory and the happiness to now, so much discord and dysfunction.
So much going on in Cleveland.
Yeah, but it's great for soap opera drama. It's great for the NBA. This offseason has been hella entertaining. I just want that to be known.
Oh yeah, this has been like a very entertaining offseason for all sports, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
for football, it was kind of
no big arrests this year.
Yeah.
True. The NFL has cut down on like big arrests in the past few years.
That's true.
I mean, Adam Jones games, I think, where he spit on the police. That was fun.
Adam Jones is who he is. There's just some guys, and then they just are who they are, and they're not coaching.
No, not Adam. My bad. That's Pac-Man.
Yeah, he's Pac-Man forever. He is who he is. He is who he is.
I just want to see some more D'Angelo Williams wrestling highlights. You can't lie. That man look good in the ring. That man is killing it.
He looked. It was just weird not seeing. It was just weird seeing him in that setting and not, on the football field. It was kind of like I didn't know whether I could take him seriously or not, or whether I just took it as like a promo bit or something. I don't know. It was weird, but it was good. It was good. It was entertaining at the same time. So that stuff is always good. And I ain't got no complaints on that.
That's like when Pac-Man went to TNA during the lockout.
Did he?
You remember that?
Man.
Yeah, it was Pac-Man R-Truth. It was like a tag team.
That's an interesting combination. I gotta go see that.
Oh yeah, man. I need to look up some of them Pac-Man wrestling highlights.
I definitely need to go see that because that sounds super interesting.
Yeah, it was like back in like 2009. Yeah, Pac-Man Jones first came on like first came on like a TNA pay-per-view, and then like he showed up like Thursday night, and I was like, sure. Oh, hello.
But yeah.
Yeah, 07. Ooh, man, that was only 07? Whew,
Yeah, that lockout was a ways ago.
That was 10 years ago, bro.
That lockout really wasn't that long though, so it didn't really.
Oh
Like, I
no,
think it cut down the off season.
it wasn't during the lockout. It was 2007. But
How long ago was the lockout?
The lockout was like 2011, I thought. That's when they were talking about Marcel Darius had to like cut his like grandfather's grass so he could stay so he has a place to stay.
Yeah, it was 2011.
Like,
it was
what?
2011.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it didn't last long. It lasted from March 12th to July 25th. Yeah, it didn't last too long.
The third, 4 months. Okay, so our favorite part of tonight's show. Ooh, gotta see you for this one. Oh, it is storming in Oxford, Mississippi.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it is storming brown smiling emojis.
I don't even know where to begin with this because it's so ridiculous. I thought the whole Louisville scandal was ridiculous. This just tops it just because of pure stupidity.
I don't know about that one. Ain't nobody top Pitino. You can't top Pitino now.
Hugh Freeze was just an idiot, man. I think Pitino was just trying to see if he could get away with it and still got caught. Freeze was just stupid, and he was so stupid that he knew he had to resign because he was getting fired. He had it.
That's not even what did him in though. It's not what did him.
It's really not what did him in, but
that was just the icing on the cake.
Ole Miss has been. I don't want to say they've been bad. They've been pretty good in college football. They've been all right.
They've been mediocre before these past 5 years.
That's my point. That's my point. And everybody was talking about, how that had they been, at least I was hearing that. A lot of people were questioning how they got to be, so competitive so fast.
Yeah, they got the number 1 recruit in the country in Robert Nkemdiche in 2012. And on top of that, they got him, they got his brother also, and then they had Laramie Tunsil and Laquan Treadwell. They getting all these recruits, and like it's like
there's gonna be questions when you pulling out recruits like that. So
just out of thin air, like because Houston Nutt was not doing that.
Yeah, so it's
like how does Hugh Freeze with the beaver teeth come in and just do that out of nowhere?
Well, we found out. Exactly how. So
escorts and money.
I mean, am I surprised? No, I think it happens at a lot of universities. So
it happens everywhere.
I'm not surprised. We just haven't heard about it here. But Hugh Freeze, the icing, like you said, the icing on the cake with the phone calls. And how could you be so stupid? It's on a university phone at that. And that they gave you.
And a Mississippi State fan called. How is that for revenge? A Mississippi.
So I confused. Was the prostitute for himself, or was he like calling them in for recruits?
No. He misdialed.
It was a misdial.
It was a misdial.
I don't think it was a misdial.
You don't misdial escort service.
I've never heard of anybody misdialing escort service.
I've never missed a number on someone's phone in here. 2 tonight. Yeah, haven't got that.
He was calling. He was definitely making that call. But it wasn't that. It wasn't just that call. Apparently, there was a pattern of calls that were just suspicious. And if you're not handling business on a phone that the school gives you, you're an idiot. They're gonna track that. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna find out. It was just a whole bunch of stupidity, in my opinion. And
That's
Jesus.
why, man, if you are going to do something dangerous, get a burner phone. Get a burner phone.
They don't think like that.
That way you can store it. That y'all need to watch The Wire.
Oh man, that's been so. Is that on Amazon? That's on Amazon, right?
That's on Amazon, bro. I watched the whole series like this past semester.
You know, I stopped. I don't remember what season I stopped watching, but I need to go back and watch all that. But yeah, burner phone.
I watched the whole season, man. So see Stringer Bell. See, they all started out on payphones. No, they're tracing those calls. Like these burner phones we throw away every 3 days. And you just keep getting new ones. That's how you're supposed to do it.
True. That works. But yeah, it was just a whole bunch of stupid. I feel like this ain't over it at all.
Oh, of course not, man.
We're gonna find out more stuff.
Oh, the sanctions gonna come down, baby. Oh, they're gonna come down.
Obviously, no death penalty, right? You're not talking death penalty.
No.
You know, it's interesting to talk about the death penalty with certain situations like that. If Bailey didn't get it, but if Bailey didn't get it, nobody's getting it. That's all I really.
Yeah. Baylor still ain't got no sanctions. When they sanctions coming in?
I think honestly they're still trying to figure out what to do.
Man, because SMU got a death penalty and their program has never been the same since.
I mean, you basically are out of football for 2 years. What you gonna do?
I'm so ready to see what UAB is gonna do this year.
Man, I'm ready for college football in general. But yeah, UAB is gonna be. I'm interested to see. I haven't been this interested in watching a Longhorns game in a minute, but my guy is coaching, so I'm quite interested in Longhorns right now.
Shout him out.
Tom Herman, from the Buckeyes.
Oh, I thought you mean you knew somebody. Sit down somewhere.
Oh no, I know plenty. I know a couple guys playing, but
okay.
It's you gonna figure out. We figure out all the recruit, but I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see how the Big 12 conference comes back. If I remember seeing Texas Tech's media day. One of the fans was outraged about them not being good at defense.
That was hilarious.
Look, I just want to say something about that. In all honesty,
coach always have good offense. I just want to know, how are you going to be able to stop teams from getting at least 30 points?
They don't. That's
they don't. He just hit it with a look like, come on.
When's the last time you seen Texas Tech with a good defense?
Mike Leach, 2007, Michael Crabtree.
That defense wasn't all that great.
It was something. They beat Texas 34-31, I think the score was.
They had some dynamic playmakers on offense.
Yeah, my old coach used to be the opposite wide receiver from Michael Crabtree.
Oh boy. I mean,
yeah, he used to talk about sitting in the locker room just laughing at Coach Leach, like having to not be so loud.
Wow. I mean, Texas, they're not. Big 12 ain't really, as a whole, haven't been too good at defense.
Hey, you want me to go through the point totals they're giving up last year?
I feel like it's pretty. Yeah, go ahead.
Whew. Okay.
It's ugly. I know it is.
Okay. First game was a win. Stephen F. Austin. They gave 69-17. They gave up 17 points. They dropped 69 on the fools. I thought they was happy about that. Okay.
They're high scoring off. Texas Tech has always been a high scoring offense.
Yeah, no matter who's the coach. Okay, next team. Lost to Arizona State. Them Jokers dropped 68.
I'm not
Granted,
surprised.
they scored 55, but Arizona State dropped 68 on these fools.
I'm not surprised. It's a shootout. It's a shootout.
Okay, next week, Louisiana Tech. They won. Louisiana Tech dropped 45 on these Jokers.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, Louisiana Tech had a good offense last year too.
Okay, but it's against is you
It's
know
against
what? Maybe we should be disappointed in the fact that they only scored 45. Because on Texas Tech, it should be an easy double nickel.
Texas Tech hit 59. Okay, the next week, Kansas, they beat Kansas 55-19. So that shows
Kansas, man.
Kansas scored 2 more points than Stephen F. Austin. That shows you where they're at.
It's Kansas, man. It's Kansas.
Hey, they have a good edge rusher, Dorrance Armstrong. Y'all better watch out for him.
They haven't been good since they had this short quarterback. I can't even remember his name.
Short quarterback.
He was pretty good. I forget his name. That's how long ago it was. I don't even remember. Dude.
Jake Heaps?
No, it wasn't Heaps. Nah. He was short. He was like 5'9". That's all I remember. He was like 5'9".
Who was the Kansas quarterback? Okay, next week, Kansas State. Okay, this was actually a pretty moderate score. They lost 38-44.
They still let him score above 30.
They scored 44. Oh, next week against West Virginia. They lost 48-17.
Well, West Virginia, pretty good.
Oh, this next game is where I forgot who went off, but I think it was P. Ryan or Mixon, one of them. But yeah, they lost to Oklahoma 66-59.
What week was that?
October 22nd.
That might have been Mixon. I don't think Ryan really got hot till.
Yeah, because I remember somebody went crazy in that game.
Yeah, his was sort of.
It was record set for like most yards in a game and like most touchdowns from Mahomes. I think it was something like that.
I think his was more towards the end, if I remember correctly. Because Mixon was out, Mixon was out. I think for a game.
Oh, okay. This is actually a good score. The next week, they beat TCU overtime. 27-24.
They play some defense. Good.
That's the lowest scoring game on their schedule.
I mean,
this is also TCU who had Kenny Hill at quarterback. Kenny Trill.
I'm not gonna sit here and bash Kenny Trill. I actually like the kid.
I just love how we were so he played one big game he played one big night the first game and we're like, oh, Kenny Trill, he's better than Manziel. 4 games in, he loses his job to the freshman.
I mean, I thought him being better than Manziel stuff was over. It was super premature. I'll just say that. I didn't believe it. I don't know what it is about A&M. I never believed the hype, and I think it's just because I just don't believe in Sumlin.
Yeah, he's good at getting to the edge.
Like I didn't even like when he first got the job at A&M.
I didn't think he was that good at Houston. I thought he was a good coach, but he never
There are certain coaches that are just made for programs like Houston that are just on the rise.
Just bring names.
Yeah, I think he would have been perfect there. Just like a lot of people were I saw some people saying that about, Tom Herman, that maybe, Houston, he should have stayed at Houston because, they were building something there. But obviously, How do you say no to Texas? It's Texas.
Texas. Speaking of
Exactly.
Texas, that was the next game. They lost 45-37.
Man, I'm surprised Texas.
The scores are getting lower.
Well, I think once you figure out how to stop them from passing, it's kind of they're not running the ball.
Next week, Oklahoma State, they lost. Ooh, a heartbreaker. 44-45.
I remember that game.
Mm.
That one was interesting. Definitely was interesting.
This game's even worse. They went from a heartbreaker to a blowout.
Who they lose to?
10-66. Just guess.
Baylor?
Ooh, you're close. That's the game after that, though. What Big 12 team haven't I said? They're irrelevant, so I understand.
Oklahoma State.
Oh, no, already been there. Iowa State.
Wow.
They lost to Iowa State 10-66.
Well.
But the end of the season on a good note by beating Baylor 35-54. Oh my gosh. These scores are ridiculous.
It's gonna be sort of the same thing this year. I think it's What was their record?
5-7.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty much sort of the same thing. I don't really see it changing much. Like I said, I still think Oklahoma. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far.
I was ready to see who Texas A&M's quarterback is going to be.
It don't matter. Texas A&M gonna suck. I'm just going.
Hey, Dalen Mack. Dalen Mack.
It's still gonna be Bama.
Yeah.
Call me when somebody knocks off Bama. We'll just say that.
Hey, it was Clemson last year in January.
I mean, in the SEC. Call me when somebody knocks off Bama.
Hey, George, you gonna beat them this year?
Hey, probably not.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
That'll be. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I gotta see that. I want to see Georgia.
If we beat Bama this year, I'm going streaking across campus.
Ain't that what every SEC team should do when they beat Bama? Is just go wild.
Oh, that's what they do, man. Like when Texas A&M beat Bama twice, or just what?
Because I know when Auburn won that game, when Cam Newton just went wild, and he, or when Auburn ran the kickoff back.
Man, that was such a great moment. I
was watching that game. I was watching that game with my dad, and I was just sitting. I was just stunned. I didn't even see that coming at all.
I was watching with my brothers. We went to a restaurant, and they was betting. They was like, "Hey, do you want to take us back?" I said, "Nah, I ain't gonna take you back." He was like, "Oh, bet."
He ran. Like, he got it. And he ran out.
I was like, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
He gonna.
And he did it.
I don't think I'd ever seen anything like that in a game with like Alabama ever. So,
bro, I know the best feeling. The best feeling is when you like do something great on the field, and like you go to class, and it's just like a standing ovation. It's just like you go to class, you just like.
I mean, you knocked off Bama, so I gotta imagine that's huge.
You're rival. Championship.
You're a legend. If you're not, you're a legend in the classroom.
Everywhere. You're a legend everywhere.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right. Gotta have one last topic. Oh. All right, yes. We get to talk about the racial divide in America.
Conor McGregor and Floyd. Is there a racial divide? I'm entertained by both, to be honest.
Yeah, they're both very entertaining. But
I will say that Conor
calling him boy and doing his theatrics going a little overboard.
You know, I was kind of thinking about that, and to be honest, I really didn't make much of his comments until people started pointing it out. Then I was just kind of like, okay, I get why, there's an uproar over it, but I didn't. I don't
Yeah,
consider.
like
I don't know.
people like Pete are gonna support Connor.
Well,
It's STF inside joke. Pete's from Boston. We constantly call him racist. He gets mad. We laugh.
I think you constantly call him that.
I constantly call him racist.
Yeah, but I don't think Connor is racist. I don't even think he probably realized. I don't think he really realizes, even what he said. Like I said, I didn't think too much of the comments until people started pointing it out, and then I was kind of like, okay, I get it. But even then, I was still kind of like, let's kind of watch how we go about this with that, because at the end of the day, it's entertaining. It's entertainment, and it's gonna be trash talk. It's not gonna be so pretty all the time.
Yeah,
Is what it is. Connor's gonna get worked by Floyd, though. I just want that to be known, stated, and reiterated.
never duplicated. Never reciprocated.
Never.
Never they coming to get you, bro. About somebody that fell out at your house?
Nah, you heard the sirens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. That's like every night, man.
Everybody good in there?
Yeah, man. I'm out here in the hood.
It's a nice little brown leather couch.
I know it's expensive. First of all, let's just
see not a black leather couch, because
it's expensive. It's expensive.
Brown leather couch.
I got a dog. He ain't allowed to sit on this.
How expensive is this couch?
It's your tuition.
Ain't no way. Ain't no how. If you, I know, because first of all, I know you ain't paid for it.
Oh, well, no, it was a gift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that couch costs my tuition, I know damn well you ain't paid for that.
Nah, but it's pretty. It's pretty pricey. We'll just say that.
It's probably like my housing.
Cause I got two. It's a whole set. So it's like the table. It's like three tables. No, this one, 2, 3. This table, 2 lamps, another couch. Yeah.
Is it so good that your grandmother will put plastic on it?
Bruh, I'm in heaven right now. Like, I literally might sleep on this.
But man, August 26th, man, I might take that theater deal. Go to a theater and watch the fight though.
For $40?
I saw 15 to 25.
I saw 40.
Oh no.
I saw, that's a great idea for them.
Honestly, I ain't have to pay anything. I could just go sit in my room and watch it. Or granted, somebody on campus gonna be showing it. Like they're gonna be fight parties all over like the town.
They think somebody gonna buy the fight?
Man, I go to school with rich kids. This girl bought her friend Yeezys. Like,
what's
legit.
her name? I need you to point.
She bought this man Yeezys. Like,
because I need those shoes.
Real, not the fake Yeezys. Certified certificate of certification Yeezys.
But why?
She's just so nice.
She bought you Yeezys?
I'm not talking about me, big fella.
No, we talking about you, big fella.
No. See, customers come and bring me food. I haven't stepped up to like them buying me shoes.
True.
I ain't that good now.
Huh?
I ain't that good at schmoozing.
I mean,
I get them to bring me food. They ain't about to buy no shoes.
Oh, so you finessed him out of food.
Man, this girl work at this local Asian spot. I was like, yeah, bring back some chicken. It brought me back a large chicken bowl with rice. I'm like, you are the best. Thank you.
Wow. Staying on the topic of fighting, we also have the fight we've all been waiting for forever.
Forget Floyd Conor. It's this weekend we talking about here.
It's finally time.
Right.
John Bones Jones.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Cormier. It's time. It's time. Is anybody picking against Bones? I just want to know that.
Trolls. Punks. Lames. White people.
Because I absolutely expect John Bones. All this trash talking they've been doing over the years. You know, little shots they've thrown at each other.
It's all come down to this.
I'm gonna be so excited for this fight. Even if I don't watch the entire thing, I just want to watch that one fight, and I'm good.
I'm not here for no prelims. I'm not here for no.
You know I'm here.
Fight pass. I'm here for the main event and the main event.
You know why I'm here. They know why.
Ain't no undercard.
They know.
Ain't no main card.
They know. They know why everybody's tuning in. It's not even
the two names. That's all I want. I don't want to know who else is fighting.
I'm pretty sure the rest of the card will be.
It'll probably be all right, but nah, my stream is set up for 12 a.m. when the main event always comes on. That's what.
Well, on Saturday I'm gonna be, involved in the activities anyway, so I'm gonna be up. I mean, it's time to get loose.
No, we out. Okay. Final thoughts, Dabo.
Cut your hair. You'll get a job. Main thought. That's it.
If you plan on using Backpage or escort service,
how about this? Don't use it. Don't use it.
Don't use it, first of all. But if you do happen to need it or plan on using it, it is a cash-only business. You use burner phones. Don't get your hands dirty.
That works. We can go with that. That works. Right there.
And on that, we bid you a good night, good morning, good evening, deuces.
Hopefully we'll be back with the crew, with the entire sore losers, all of us. Hopefully. Zabo.
That was a great ending. You just messed it up.
I mean, whatever. Y'all got the picture. Stay with your back page. Cut your hair. That's it. We good.
We can't. We never reciprocated, never duplicated. Zabo, we might be back. Who knows? He always doing something. But we out.
Night.
Night.